Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the university, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. When a baby elephant is born in captivity, it usually has one end of a rope tied to its leg and the other to a pole to prevent its escape. As the elephant grows, it is not uncommon for the same rope to remain for its entire life. Despite the size of a fully grown elephant and its power to just kick the rope off and walk away, it doesn't. It forms a belief early in its younger years that it cannot break free from that rope. So as it grows in size and strength, it is only that belief that continues to hold it captive. My family arrived on this island in 1992. My parents were raw to the world. They hadn't travelled, they were not very cultured, and they came with their own ropes, similar to that of the elephants. Both my father and mother only made it to year 9 in school. With little education and a depressed economy, they were unable to find work here in Tasmania. They were soon returned back to the mainland, refusing to go on government benefits. My parents are great examples of people who didn't let schooling get in the way of their education. I was 5 years old when the influence of my parents really began to impact me. It was 1997 and I felt them both grab hold of this metaphorical elephant's rope and just snap it off. With no safety blanket, we moved back to this island, chasing a dream of a successful life. It was this move and the daily hustle of my parents that now underpin the message that I want to gift to you all today. Moving your family across the country with a dream to live in the most beautiful part of the world is brave. It turns courageous or even stupid when you have no money and only high aspirations driving your intentions. I watched both my parents be knocked back and knocked down on many occasions. Rejected bank loans, a lack of work opportunities, and little community engagement. Downtrodden, but not defeated, my parents never stepped back. It was these rejections that actually gave me the opportunity to learn the true value of sacrifice, hard work, and persistence in the face of adversity. With little choice, my parents moved our family of 6 into a tin shed. No electricity, no running water, no flushing toilet. For years, it became common for the condensation from our breath to freeze on the inside of the tin. As kids, I remember laying, wrapped in blankets, with ice on the tin ceiling as we would watch our parents' persistent pursuits of success. When you meet my father, you'll soon hear the words, head down, arse up, and get to work. In 1998, they saved enough money to pour a slab of concrete right next to the shed where we would continue to bathe in river water and continually dig holes in the bush to empty our toilet contents. They don't know this, but over those many years, I watched them closely. I watched them wake before the sun. I watched them go to bed exhausted. I watched them while they hid illnesses, argued over the lack of comforts we had, and even put up with child services knocking on our door. I watched them chasing dreams many others thought were impossible. We didn't have family outings or holidays. We didn't get any fancy clothing or even a short break away from the shed in winter. But it didn't matter. The priceless gifts we did receive were the ability to watch my parents' actions and also constantly catch them in the true acts of integrity. You can't pay for gifts like this, gifts that shape me to be the person that I am today. My father says that not all roads are straight and easy in the journey of life. There are lots of uphills and blind corners. There are lots of obstacles in the way, and he is blunt when he tells you that you just need to learn the ability to push past them. He would constantly tell me that if anything was easy, everyone would be doing it. If you want to achieve something great, there will be unpleasant times, but you must always focus on your end goal. I carried this messaging with me through my childhood. In 2010, with no special skills or abilities, I graduated as college captain from one of the largest schools in this state. Together with my older sister, we became the first in our family's history to achieve points to enter university. I stand here today, still in my 20s, a young man who learnt from his father that how you do anything is how you do everything, to never take shortcuts, to always finish a task and to apply yourself to every obstacle, no matter what. These lessons saw me join our country's finest police service, working my way into a tactical operator role. I was fortunate as a child that the metaphorical elephant's rope that I had tied around my leg was thin, and due to the actions of my parents, I learnt the ability to kick it off. My mother taught me to love others, to find humility in those around me, and especially in my own actions. She guided me to my life of caring for young people, receiving Young Australian of the Year recognition, a Human Rights Award, and even the Young Alumni Award of this university. Together, they gifted me with the skills and mindset to shape my life into a string of adventures, from walking the red carpet in Hollywood to standing in an active war zone in the Middle East, helping our world's most vulnerable children. I've been gifted to speak to tens of thousands of people over the past 2.5 years, sharing messages of impact, leadership content, and inspiring positive change within our communities. The focus is usually on me, the journey I've had, and the impact that I've been able to create. I don't often speak of my parents, and I don't often get the opportunity to see them. However, I know they watch me and they support me quietly from a distance. Today, for the first time out of all of those seminars, conferences and events, my parents are here, seated in the gallery. They don't know this, but the greatest gift that they have ever given me was the ability to stand beside them, to learn from them, and to watch them during those many years of struggle, hardship, and sacrifice. As we grow up in a society where every problem requires someone else to be the solution, every issue has sympathy, and every conflict is a repeat of conflicts that have occurred in the past, the greatest gifts that we can possess become our values, especially the ability to be resilient. As graduates from the College of Arts, Law and Education, College of Health and Medicine, and College of Sciences and Engineering, I should be standing here congratulating you. However, I find it hypocritical to congratulate you on such amazing achievements that you have so deservedly accomplished, because my life has been surrounded by people whose achievements fall outside of this room. And so instead of congratulations, I hope to share with you some impact and a message for your life, gifted to me by 2 high school dropouts that sit here today having achieved their dream of success. My mother would tell you that you should leave this room with the strength to go forth and make a positive impact on this world. She would tell you to not only continue chasing your own dreams, but help others on their journey as well. When an elephant is tied to a post, my mother is a person who would not free it. Instead, she would help it realise that it can actually free itself, showing itself that it is its own greatest enemy. She would want you to be inspired to do the same, to help others around you cut ties with their own ropes, and even have a look at the ropes that may continue to hold you back. My father would tell you as you graduate today that he would be proud. He would tell you that this is one chapter in the book of your life, and while this chapter is happy, you should also prepare for the chapters that are the worst. If an elephant in front of you dies and blocks your path, my father would tell you not to turn around. Instead, he would tell you to step forward and be ready to eat your way through it. He would want me to tell you to learn to chew through your challenges. Don't ever shy away from them. I learnt from him that even when you don't know you're going to win, just know you're never going to lose. Seek out big challenges and know that the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. My message to you, since leaving the safety of my parents, is to know that shortcuts will always lead to another, so avoid them like the plague. Shortcuts in any aspect of our lives are infectious, not only to us, but to those around us. My parents believe the greatest investment they have made is in their children, and so I want to finish by letting you all know the greatest investment that you can make is the time you spend with people around you. Be vulnerable, love, and share your value. The greatest gift you can give this world is to now use these degrees and accomplishments to help other people. Today, you are all gifted with the opportunity to make our community a better place. On behalf of all the alumni of this university, I bid you congratulations. You have set a goal, you chewed your way through it, and now you have achieved it. This is not a celebration of the end, this is a celebration of your beginning. Thank you.